bad to worse as we fought our way closer to Coyote Saint himself. What happened next is a memory I've tried to bury for the last 10 years. I've seen a lot of death and carnage in the battlefield, but nothing like the horror of those eyes. Burning Crow? What's that sound? A drum? Butch, what's wrong? My head. That drumming. Stay with me, Butch. No. You must be Burning Crow. I've heard of you and your, shall we say, theatrics. I'm sorry, but we won't. You. What are you? A message in the wind. The precursor of change. I will fight you alone if I must. You won't have to. Sheriff, look out. This one's already taken out Butch and the Professor. Burning Crow, we have no dispute with your people. Chipawik are not our enemies. I serve masters far more ancient and magnificent than Chipawik gods. Your very existence desecrates this land. Okay, let's go ahead and toss leadership up. Stand off before the bandage. And that is a crapload of stats effects. This dude has a crap load of health. Okay, so that redirects your attacks. Good to know. Leadership. I finish him. Oh, disarmed. Okay, crap. Burning Crow cries out in defeat. This will all end in flame. All that remains is for those worthy to take their place among the righteous. I still feel angry that Burning Crow has shamed my people. He has broken our trust and dishonored our ways. I don't see what the big deal is about that shaman. Burning Crow sounds like a loon at the square dance, if you ask me. And who was it I talked to? Can't stop thinking about Burning Crow. I held out hope that he would be dead. Never much understood Burning Crow. Seemed to keep his own counsel. Why was he with the gang anyway? Who knows? He's a zealot. I can only imagine what he's been up to since that day. And the final words, the one brother at a time. We suffered losses, but only 2 members of the Saint's little gang remained, the Saint brothers. Could have ended that day if not for Templeton Howl. It was here that I should have seen how Howl's reckless idealism would destroy us all. If I had gone with my gut, I'd still be Merryweather Valentine today, and there'd be no Saint's little gang. How's Butch doing? He's still out, but I think he'll snap out of it. Can't leave a man behind. We must... He's hit. Where'd the bullet come from? Only one man I know can make a shot like that so far away. Over there. Scorpion Saint. He's got too much distance on us. Come on. Funny thing, since I lost one eye, my aim has only improved. That was a Scorpion Saint. Love is the good doctor. You should have killed me when you had me on the operating table, Valentine. Won't make that mistake again. You can play gunslinger all you like, Doc. She'll never be with you. Where's your brother Moses? Percy seemed all our men you wounded. Don't worry about him. He'll never get through me. See, your brutal posse has been a thorn in the same family's side for too long. Since today. entirely luck. Scorpion Saint falls to his knees in anguish. He has the means to one-shot any member of the group, so it took me a few tries before the RNG finally determined I'm good to pass. I'm sorry, little brother. Failed you. Let's go. Coyote's just up ahead. What? We're just going to leave him here? You let the rest get away, but this man needs to die. No, Valentine. We're here to stop Coyote Saint, not kill people. Don't you get it, Howl? They won't stop. They never will. The only way to end this is with a bullet. I've had to learn that the hard way. We don't have the time for you to learn the same lesson. Stand down, Valentine. That's an order coming from your sheriff. You kill an unarmed man and you're a murderer. You're making a mistake. It isn't right that a doctor, a man of healing, would be so obsessed with killing. It's clear that Doc has some kind of personal relationship with Scorpion Saint. But I wouldn't ask him about the details if I were you. Let's ask him about the details. I can only blame myself for following Howl's orders. If I can go back and do it again, I would have put a bullet in Scorpion Saint's head, unarmed or not. Spend the rest of my life in Devil's Hold, and it would have been worth it. All that was left was Coyote Saint. Howl had only me and Doc at his side. I was ready for the fight of my life. Then Howl struck a deal with the man in black that I didn't see coming. You defeated my men. That's impressive, but it doesn't matter. The world is a cruel place, and so it forges men of cruelty. One by one, such men will come to my side. It can't be stopped. What difference do you think you can make here? As long as there are still men who believe in justice, we can hold back that tide of evil. Is that so, Howl? I'm sorry. Sheriff. Justice is just a lie told by men like you to control and give hope to the weak and foolish. Bullets are real. Now, we gather what's left of our men and we finish this. No. There's been too much bloodshed between us already. Our men can stay out of this. It's you I want. If you agree to fight me one-on-one, I'll let the rest of your men go. So it's a duel you want. Very well. We'll meet at the edge of town at high noon. And we can only imagine what happened next. Or we could actually just watch the first video, whichever works for you. It seems Templeton and Howl is waging a war over something bigger than men and guns. I believe he and my father would have had much to talk about. Can't believe your pa challenged Coyote Saint to a duel. You should have just shot him where he stood and ended things. Howl wasn't just trying to bring down the Saint's little gang. He was trying to prove something. What a waste. Kid, promise me if given the chance you'll just pull the trigger. Took out two of us instantly. Coyote probably could have just shot Howl at that moment too, but he wanted to toy with him. And the final piece of the story, I assume. Templeton. Mary? Templeton, you can't do this. You can't fight Coyote Saint alone. Have to, Mary. I'm a sheriff now, it's my duty to protect the people. But what if something happens to you? Do you want our son to grow up without a father? If the Saint's little gang isn't stopped today, there might not be a place fit for our son to grow up. There's more at stake here than a band of outlaws. The people need to know that they can live in a world where justice stands before strength. Where honor prevails over atrocity. That's the future I want for our son. I just hope that someday he will understand what happened here today. Why do you talk like you know you aren't coming back? They're here. Templeton, Howl. I reckon you'd show up. You're a brave one, Sheriff, I'll give you that. Brave, but a fool. Last sheriff was killed by Cody and Scorpion. Only you were brave enough to take up the badge. Some of the townsfolk heard about the duel and gathered here to watch. Show 'em what you're made of, Howl. I know what you're thinking, Howl. We use the same strategy in war. Remove the head and the body will die. But I don't think you should have agreed to let the rest of the Saints' little gang go free. Even without Coyote, they'll regroup someday. That one I actually like. Nice musical tune to go with it. Coyote is an incredible fighter. Don't underestimate him. Dodges doom trigger attack at all costs. Coyote Saint has a dark influence to those around him. Without you, I'd still be going down that dark road with him. I can never be forgiven for what I've done, but you gave me a chance to earn at least some redemption today. You showed me that even the most average person can rise up to protect his fellow man. Good luck to you, Sheriff. You're making a mistake, Howl. If we all fight together, then we can take down the Saints' little gang. If you go at it alone, you only get yourself killed in a one-on-one duel. Going all in, eh? Wish I had a chance to play some bets on this fight. You should say goodbye to Mary one last time. Fight your convictions. You will do what you must, but stand strong against Coyote Saint, for Bronco County, for me, and for your son. 20 levels. Bullets definitely will come in handy, I think. Star Shot. No, Early Bird. You better have to go with Freebie. Okay, let's hope I don't mess this up. Into battle. Moses, I want you to take the others and hightail it out of here. I ain't leaving you. What would Goldie say if I didn't protect my little brother? Do it. I'm going to finish things here. You heard him. Move your hides. Black line supposed to be like his eyebrow or the eye patch strap? What do you say, Howl? Are you ready to end our little war once and for all? One good shot is all I need. Look at us. You think you're different than me just because you wear that badge? Doesn't change the fact that in the end we're just two men pointing guns at each other. We're all just animals fighting to survive. The rest of it is just empty words and foolish sentiment. You'll go to your grave for a meaningless cause, Howl. But before you die, you'll realize I was right. You can't stop chaos, you can only embrace it. Ooh, Doom Trigger. Wonder if that's the only move he's gonna use. Pot shot. Okay, that answers that. Shoot. Sometimes that font is a little hard to read. And let's just end it. Coyote Saint collapses. Clean sweep. Guess you're a better man than I thought. I underestimated you, Sheriff. So, pull the trigger already. It's humiliating to leave a man defeated but still breathing. A moment ago, you said we were the same. But you're wrong, Percy. This badge I wear does mean something. It means that we live in a land of laws and civility. You may kill your enemies, but that's not how we do things. Think you can let me live after all I've done? Steal? Torture? Murder? There's no place for a monster like me. You ain't got no choice. You gotta kill me. Percy, it doesn't matter how many bad things you've done or what kind of monster you've made yourself out to be. You're not special despite what these people think. You're nothing but a criminal. And here in Bronco County, you break the law, you go to jail. People need to see Percy Coyote Saint behind bars, not in a grave. They need to see that the law can be upheld, no matter what. Howl, you pull that trigger. You don't leave me like this. Don't you walk away from me. You finish this. Finish this or I'll shoot you dead. You better kill me, Howl. Because if you don't kill me, I will come back and I will burn this county to ashes. You hear me? They'll never know peace and it'll be your fault. Howl. And no one disarmed him ahead of time. Saint's little gang has re-emerged, and Bronco County is on the brink of war with Chicago Indians. Will our heroes be able to save the day, or are there darker forces pulling the strings behind the scenes? The adventure continues in Boot Hill Heroes Part 2. What? But there's still more to do in this adventure. Okay. Should you try to look deeper into the mystery surrounding Kickstart Creek?
So I have to do that with 3 men since this... Oh wait, I can probably do it once I recruit Doc. I knew this was a short game, but wow. It's kind of planning to use this to fill up the Void Legend of Heroes Snowy once it finishes, but this one actually ran up beforehand, and that's just with the weekend updates. Speaking of which, I haven't even learned all the advantages from those heads. There you can see the Kickstarter backers. idea how many backers this thing actually had, but it's going to take a while. I may have to speed this part up.
Anyway, I guess I can talk about things I liked about the game. It does have that retro feel. The battle system is different. You don't have to worry about any sort of resource other than health, which is kind of nice. There is a pretty good strategy element to it. And the characters have potential, but we couldn't really flush them out any in the first part, so it's something to look forward to. As for the things I don't like, there are just way too many ways for those battles to get stretched out. And that whole battle with Coyote Saint is just RNG. If he manages to hit Doc before you can whittle down enough of his health, then it's game over. But even some of those random battles can just take too long. The lion fight was just lousy. Money seems pretty hard to come by, and I didn't really use the immune system because I don't know how to secure all the resources to make anything of it. Now that I think about it, I bought that gun and never used it, the Peacemaker, so more reason to go back and find out if I can actually do anything. Holy crap, New Age Retro Hippie. That's an Earthbound reference for those that are unaware. But I can see if there's something in Kickstart Creek, maybe a final dungeon, where you actually play as Kid, Doc, Rosie, and Moon instead of the posse. And sadly, as far as I know, there is no estimated release date for Part 2. I actually don't know if there's any guarantee it'll ever be made. I don't know if it's contingent upon the sales of this, or if it was some sort of stretch goal in the Kickstarter. So those are things to look forward to. It is supposed to be on Steam any day now. It could very well actually be out by the time I upload this video. We will have to see. Another thing that I didn't like is that there is only one save file. Don't really know if there's really much to be missed, like in Legend of Heroes where there's a crap load. But at the very least, if you had to share your copy with another player, the multiple save files could come in handy instead of having to dig through the program files to separate the saves. But hopefully some of those things will be addressed in Part 2. And this really has gone on for a while. Another thing I can mention is that the hit detection is kind of weird, trying to ride your horse across a bridge, and a couple other things when you're just trying to pick something up and it's actually on a table or something along those lines. It may be a little awkward, like I just gave up in the circus tent, and probably a couple other parts throughout the playthrough. As far as I know, this is the group's first attempt at making a game, and it isn't really that bad. Definitely fulfills the retro niche that I was going for. I am looking forward to Part 2, I just don't know if I'll be able to pick it up as soon as it comes out. We'll have to see.
And I really am right now things to talk about. All these names are in Part 2, I hope there's at least 2 columns going simultaneously. It doesn't look like there's any particular order to their names, maybe just donation order or something like that instead of alphabetical, so we don't even know how close we are to the end. Yep, definitely speeding this part up. I'll probably slow down when I start talking about various parts of the game, but...
Okay, I think that's it then. If I can't find anything in Kickstart Creek, we will be meeting again in part 2 or whatever other thing on my channel you happen to watch. Anyway, I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.